Hi all, back with more Combat Commander using the CC bot by James Watton, UK, Rising Sun Studios. The solo bot here to try and play the game, just by myself. This is still playing Scenario 1, Fat Lip K. This is my part 5 of the playthrough. So the last part I thought went quite nicely, although there was a couple of things I was doing that I'm not 100% sure I was getting right, so we'll see how that goes, and no doubt somebody will point it out to me if I'm getting it wrong. So hopefully going to squeeze another part in before the end of the night here. And like I say, I think last night I was a bit like not comfortable with the way things have been going here, and to be honest, we've not been back to this board yet, because we started the last turn from last night still having the move action to do, and we moved up there, never found any grief, actually got a hero, broke this weapon. Well, I mean these are things at random events, right enough. Got a hero but no damage done to our guys here, took control of this, gained 5 victory points, and it all seemed to go quite well. So, however, we are now back to the German turn, the AI's turn, so they've got their actions to carry out. So we're going to draw the top card off the deck, off their hand, if you like. They've got 5 cards in here, and needs to be a 2 or greater on the white dice for it to succeed. We get just a 2, unfortunately it's accompanied by a 1 again. So that's not going to do anything. So the 2 succeeds, moving that on to there. The 1 then moves the artillery I don't know, row, whatever it is. Anyway, into artillery denied, which does nothing. Now, because it does nothing, this would drop down a slot, but however, it's down below. I'm going to have to put this cooler on a bit again, so I've got the fan on behind me. I've listened, I mean, it sounds quite loud when I put it on there, but any videos in the past I've listened back to, it doesn't really affect things that much, I don't think, you know. Now, I also know, just talking about how my setup here, it's getting darker now, so I'm not getting the glare coming in the window, obviously, but it always feels a little darker over this corner. But again, I seem to remember watching back the video and it's fine, because I've only got the light over to the left here, and the little ones above. There is another light you can see over, and my other table there on that corner, which I could bring along to this corner, but I don't think it's needed. Okay, so that was our first action, it done a whole lot of nothing, so let's draw another card though, because they get the chance of 2 orders. Again, they need a 2 on the white dice, they get a 6. Okay, so... No, that's only when it's an action grant, isn't it? The white 6 on the order draw doesn't mean anything, I don't think, does it? No, and the black dice is a 2. So that's a success, and then it's number 2 that's going to move, and it's going to be a rout action, which is not going to do anything either. No, it's not. I'm pretty sure it would want to target. We've got 1 suppressed unit down here, but I don't even think rout bothers with that, and it's a German one that's suppressed anyway. I know you can target yourself with a rout, that's the thing, but I think it only affects broken units anyway. And I can't see why we would want to target that if we could anyway. I'm just having a quick glance here at, if I can find it, rout, okay. Provided the chosen player has at least 1 broken unit in play, and that player is not being activated for the point. Yeah, so it needs to be a broken unit. So again, this chart is just it's not doing anything. It's doing very little. So that was a success. yeah, it was a success again, but I never done nothing. It didn't carry out the order. Again, this is right down the bottom. That's the end done. This goes back to there. They draw another 2 cards to bring their hand back up to 5 again. And, yeah, just not an awful lot happening. Okay, so back across to the... I know I'm probably going to get the glare from the lights above, but remember, as I realise that the very bottom part of this, all these cards are irrelevant while they're in my hand. It's just the order action, the order part at the top, and the action part that are relevant. So whatever's below that is not needed. So we've got 2 fire cards, we've got 2 move cards, and we've got a route. This route adds 2 when firing on the action, so the action to that sustained fire adds +2 when firing a mortar or machine gun, which is worthwhile thinking about. And the light wounds bit is, yeah, not really. We've got light wounds, we've got concealment, we've got ambush. I did glance at the melee rules, and yes, to get into melee, we need to advance from a hex adjacent to the hex. So, yeah, I was thinking about it afterwards. I was thinking, well, okay, well we can move the units down, but well, we don't know. This is the thing, and I think the chance of opportunity fire is quite. It's unlikely. I feel like it's unlikely, but it's not impossible. What is it they need again for up fire? Well, they're going to need a 2 to succeed at the. I want to know how to the terminology of these 2 parts of this action, performing actions. Yeah, so it does a track test, and then it's a target number. It's a target and roll, and then it's an action selection, isn't it? Action selection needs to succeed, but that would be a 2 roll. Then we'd roll another die, draw another card for another die roll. I think it's a 6 we need. Yeah, it's a 6 because we're in recon. So, I mean, you do see plenty of 6s coming up, though. So, I don't know what the percentages of that succeeding are, to be honest. But I do think that we really need the advance card in our hand before we're going to consider moving down to these, I think. I think it'd be a bit silly to try and move down. So, why don't we take one of these move orders and move the other guys up in the right hand corner? So they've both got light wounds on them, so I think I'm going to play this. So for a move with these guys, I can put that away now. I mean, it's not that we need to see the card anymore, it's just a move order. Now when we do a move order, right, well hold on, Grant. See, I don't know if I should be checking these triggers just now, or just because if I know they're going to succeed at up fire, well, hang on, we need a friendly unit within line of sight as well, don't we? Within line of sight and range, and an actual fact. Well, this machine gun, we do have a machine gun down here now that we go back. That was another thing that went for the Germans, actually. Let's go a range of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can see up to here. But the thing is, these guys could come down and around to keep cover, which seems more sensible, doesn't it? Yeah, let's not. I don't think I need to roll for this action, because we're not a scenario defender. And we've not got friendly units in line of sight. So I'm looking at the requirements just now. In the rules, it talks about doing this check and then checking for requirements, but I don't really see the point in that. And I could be picking it up wrong, and maybe I am. My thinking is, look, they can't react anyway. There's no real trigger here anyway. But if you look at it, it does say there the trigger is opponent plays a move or advance order, and that one opponent plays a move order. That's what we've done. So that triggers that, and then shows you the action. But I mean, technically, the way the rules are set out, I should really be drawing an action card to see if they succeed at that. I mean, it's maybe not a big deal drawing an action card, seeing if we succeed, but they can't op fire anyway. So I'm not going to do that. I don't think. So let's activate. Yeah, because as soon as I move one of the Russian units, I mean, as long as if I move into there, then there's a chance. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm looking at the machine gun. See, that has line of sight on that hex. It does. So if I move down the road here, then we've got an op fire possibility. If however I make a more sensible move and move into here, then you can see that goes right through, well, the trees and the building and whatever's at the back there. So I think we should come down here, like come in there and down. So I'm gonna activate whoever it is that's up there, the leader. He's got a range of 1, an activation, whatever it is, activation number or command rating or whatever they're called. To be honest, I've been playing the other game up on the other table, and it's a similar game. I think I said this already. So some of the terminology might be wrong. I might be using it from the other game. But as long as I know what it is I'm doing, he can activate this, and this because they're all within 1. He gives this 1 to this because he's in the same hex. I get all that. Whatever the term is for it. So so these are the ones at the back are going to have a movement of 4. Right, what is that? Like Orchard or something like that. Yeah, so it is Orchard. Its movement cost is only 1. It does have a 1 cover, and line of sight is got a 2, so it means it's got a hindrance of 2 when firing through it then. So it doesn't block line of sight. No, right. But that's not really relevant because the trees down here, the woods down here and the building will. And we're wanting to just try and reach the building, I think. I'm not quite sure we're going to do it this turn. Well, actually, yeah, no, because there's going to be 2 to move into there. Well, these guys might. Yeah, he's got the machine gun, eh? I think it's possible that the officer could, but I think he might then be out of command range of the rest of the guys. Right, let's move this. So we're activating everything. So 1, 2, yeah, so that's not going to work. And he's got 4 minus 2 plus 1. So he's only got a movement of 3. 1, 2, 3. So he's going to reach there. So let's move him to there. And you know what? See how I moved them both together the last time? These guys here, I moved them both together as a sort of group move or whatever it's called. Well, actually, no. I was thinking about what is the benefit to that. I mean, yeah, I'll tell you what the benefit is, because when there's whether there's a benefit or not, I think the only thing I can think of, if we move them together into that hex, then the op fire does 1 fire and targets the hex, and then you check both for defense rolls. Now, if you'd done them individually, he would move in, he would fire at it, and then the other guy would move in, he would then fire, so it would be a different roll. So whether that's a plus or a minus, I don't know. I'm not sure if there's any actual real benefit to doing that. I've got a feeling there might be something else, but I'm not sure what. So he's got a movement of 6. But hang on. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Well, you're not going to stack them that way, Grant, are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That works. And then this guy's going 1, 2, 3. So they're all there. And the leader, nah, you see, because I need to keep the leader. Or then I'm not going to be able to activate the guy at the back. Well, I don't think it's urgent to be taking the building as of yet, I suppose. Are the Germans able to reach it? I mean, yeah, they probably could. They got a movement of 4. He's adding a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down the road gives him an extra 1. 6. So he could move into that. Could move into the building, actually, if they got a move order. Well, here's the thing. This guy can gain an extra movement by going 1 into there. Now hang on, machine gun 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, as long as he doesn't move into there. So by this guy moving down the road 1, he gets an extra movement point because he's moved down the road. So he's got 4 left now. 1, 2. You're not going to get them all together though, Grant, are you? 3, 4. You're not going to be able to get them all around this hex unless you put something in there. And then it's going to be possibly fired upon. Yeah, okay. So the machine gun has only got a movement of 3. We can't move that into there because it's going to get shot at. So it's going to have to. You can't move down the road. Yeah, 4 minus 2 plus 1 is 3. So 1, 2, 3. And I think this guy can go 1, 2. Yeah, there was no way of doing that, was there? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, it's just short. It's annoying. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I just keep them short of the building then, I suppose. Yeah, the thing is, if I'm adjacent to the building, it's a bit risky for the Germans to move into there. Yeah, let's just do this then. So, 1, 2, 3. And then the leader's going to go 1, 2, 3. Like I say, he could move another 2 points into there. But then this guy's then going to be out of his command range, isn't he? Plus, not so sure having a leader. Well, no, they can't. You can't, because I double checked that as well. I did think that was the case, that you can't using a move order. You can't move into a hex occupied by an enemy unit. So they couldn't move into there. They could advance into there, but they can't move into there. Oh no, and I'm talking about. No. You're talking rubbish. That's fine. Okay, well we just go with that then. But yeah, here's the other thing, Grant. You've got 3 orders here. But you can't do that. I keep forgetting that because these are all activated. So I was thinking there, maybe I could have left somebody here so that he could then fire. But I need to wait till then. I need to activate these again in the next turn before I can use the fire actions. So the only other cards I've got left are, well, I've got a move. Okay. I'm done there, right? And there was no reaction, right? So I do have 2 more potential orders that I can do. So I could activate and move some of this, but I could also activate something and fire. What about the fire in that hex if I used that sustained fire from the machine gun? No, hold on. Here's the other one. Creating a fire group. These are all too far away though, aren't they? 1, 2. None of them have got range. 1, 2, 3. This one can reach, but it's got. He's equipped with a machine gun anyway. Well, maybe this is where you need to you need to be moving some of these across. Maybe move this. If I could get this in here, then it is in range. Because each one in a fire group, it adds another 1 to your firepower. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you work out these numbers, if we had this machine gun firing with 6, if we use that sustained fire to add 2 to it, that's 8. If we had 2 more units in a fire group that were adjacent, that's then 10. If we roll a 10 on the dice, that's 20. And then we look at these, and these are sitting in a 12. So needing to roll an 8, higher than an 8, to not be broken. So that's how much they add in that +2, you know, and also the +2 from the action cards as well. I just want to double check the fire group bit. Yeah, so fire groups, page 12, rule O 20.3.1. 2 or more activated units / weapons or pieces, it says. Not quite sure why it's worded out like that. There must be a reason. Or pieces. Maybe it's just, yeah, calling them that as you would maybe call them. May fire together by combining into a fire group. Every piece in a fire group must have both an unobstructed line of sight to the target hex and be within range of that hex for the fire attack roll to be made. Furthermore, if units in a fire group occupy more than one hex, each such hex must be adjacent to at least one other so that it forms a chain of adjacent firing units. Oh, okay. Well, glad. And then weapons with a white band must always fire low, and they can never be assigned part of a fire group. Right, so that is slightly different. Although it doesn't really help me because of my range here, but it actually means that let's just say these woods weren't there. This was going to fire on that. This could become part of the fire group. This could also become part of the fire group. So could this, because they're all adjacent, and so could this. So that's a bit different. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're all too far away range-wise. So, and I don't really want to come out into the open. Well, this hex is 3 away. This hex is 3 away. So can't we attempt to maybe move some stuff round? Yeah, but moving through these woods. 1, 2. Oh, we got 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, this could move probably, because this is going to get 5 movement if it comes down the road. So 1, 2, well, we don't need 4 to get. Well, I talked about getting in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason it's getting the extra 1 is because it's moved down the road. But what if the opportunity fire? Like I've said, I don't think the probability of it is that high, but I mean, if it the amount of fire cards I've had in my hand, I feel like the probability should be slightly higher. But then I don't know. Maybe the Germans, maybe the Russian decks got more fire cards, and actually I think it tells you on the little cards. Oh, they're not handy, so we'll just leave it. I don't feel too terrified to move this down this road and into this woods. Okay, 1, 2. I'm not going to take on a fire action then. So I've done a move action up there, so I'm going to activate. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Let's just see what happens. So I'm going to activate this leader, and then I'm going to activate all these guys then. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, and I'm going to give them a move order. So I think now's the time when, right, so another move order. So this time they're not the scenario defender, but I think we can roll for the op fire because there is a friendly unit that's got line of sight on all of these activated units, activated to move, that we could fire on. My worry here is I mean, if I was playing against somebody right now and I'm sitting well, you don't know, the Russians don't know if I've got a fire card in my hand, right? Let's just say that I'm playing as the Russians. I don't know if my opponent's got a fire card in my hand. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to start moving some units, and I'm going to wait on my opponent saying, right, wait just now. But then again, surely he's going to, if the first move I do is like something like that, he's clearly going to say, right, stop, I'm going to op fire. Because then any other movement that I make, he can op fire it, can't he? So, yeah. And I've got to move one unit. Well, I think I need to wait and I'm moving something. Because let's say I'm going to be cheeky right now and just say, right, well, I'm going to move this from here to here. Well, he can't op fire to that because he's not going to sight on that. Am I being daft here? Look, I'm wanting to try and move these guys to there. So why don't we just do this, right? So I'm going to start by moving this guy down the road, which looks a bit crazy. So with him moving down the road, he gets a +1 to his movement. So the move from there to there costs him 1, but gains him 1. So he's still got 4 movement left. But now we're going to have to check for the op fire, right? So he needs, again, the action required needs just needs a 2, right? The black dice doesn't matter in this case because it's only op fire. So as long as he gets a 2 on this action card, right, which he does just, right? So that's a success there. However, to now get the op fire, we need to draw another card, and it needs to be a 6, right? Oops. Oh, and it's a 5. So he misses, and that's it. That's okay. That's the same as as your opponent not having an op fire card in their hand, I suppose. But now we know we can relax and move our units about. And I think this is where the app, I want to say this is where the app makes it a bit more tense, because I want to say that every time you make a movement, spend a movement point, you click a button to see if there's op fire. So it's different. Whereas playing against an opponent, he would play the fire card, and now any other movement that's made, these guys can op fire, So I don't know. Unless I'm missing something with all that. Don't get me wrong, if we had drawn a 6 there, these guys would be in trouble. But then could I have just said, well, I'm just going to move this guy, I'm not going to move the rest of them because they're all going to get op fired at. Well, I dare say you could do that in a 2-player game though, couldn't you? If my opponent says, right, wait, I'm going to op fire now, you say, oh, okay, so he's going to fire at. And then I could just say, right, that's all I'm moving. I'm not moving anymore. But, to be honest, he's kind of stopped. Your plans were to move your units about, and now you've stopped that plan because you're frightened of them getting shot. So I suppose, let me know if I'm missing something regarding that. Right, so I can freely now move, like I say, it was 1, but he gained 1, so he's still got 4. Yeah, I want to get to this hex here. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, finishing in there. That's right, isn't it? And then actually, can I? No, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. However, 3, then he's going to gain a movement point. So you'd have 2 left. No, that's not any good. Because I want to get something else into here. Well, it's going to be that. It's going to have to be this guy, isn't it? So this can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, he's got 6 movement. I'm forgetting because he's beside the leader. Oh, I'm just wondering, can I get something down to there? Could he have? No. Well, actually, he had 1 movement left, I think. He was there, he went 1 and then gained 1. So he's got 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's up a wee trail thing. What is that? That might just be 1 movement point. That's a trail. Right, it costs 1, but it's got to be asterisks. Only if the unit crossed a road, railway, trail, hex side as it entered the hex. Yeah, that works because he's starting in that hex, so it's crossing there. Only if the unit crossed a road, railway, trail, hex side. Hey? Only if the unit crossed a road, railway, trail, hex side as it entered the hex. No, that... yeah, I think that counts, doesn't it? I think that does count. So I think it's only 1 for him to move from there to there. So let me rewind that guy. So 1, then gain 1. So he's got 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because that way I can then have this guy in range and 2 others joined up to the machine gun. Oh, right, well, hang on. Well, no, that's fine. As long as the leader ends up here. So who am I putting there, though? That's got to be him. So this is going to go... he's got 6 movement anyway. So 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. That's fine. You gain 1 coming down the road as well. Oh yeah, and sorry, I wouldn't have been activating that because that's not going to move. So when I said I'd activate everybody, that would be one that I wouldn't activate. Because in actual fact, I could then activate that and just fire by itself, just for something to do. I don't know if that's a waste or not. No. Right. This guy's, can he reach there? 1, 2, gain 1. He's got 3 left. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3. And because he's come down the road, his movement has increased to 5. So he's got 2 left. So he then moves in there like that. And then, well, probably just want to move this guy up. See here, maybe 1, 2. Yeah, because I want to keep them in. Yeah, I want to keep them in command. So the leader's going to go. He's going to go in here, and then this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that way, because his range commands 2, you can get to all of them. And my take on that is that if we do a fire action next turn, activating this, and then fire grouping with that, and that. Oh, hold on. I was going to say I'm forgetting that this gives an extra 2, doesn't it? Well, Grant, hang on. You just fire with this guy. This guy can be the main attacker. Because that's going to be 7. Clearly this would have been better stacked with that, wouldn't it? Because that would give 8 base, and then you'd add 3 on to that. But if I put him out there now, he's not going to be activated. So I'll leave it like that, and then we can use this as the main attacker and fire group with this guy, and this guy. And that would be a total of 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be an attack of 10. Oh, but the sustained fire needs the machine gun. Ah, well. Damn. could have done that differently. No, because I kind of need... Yeah. No, I don't think there's any other way I could have done it. Right, let's just leave that like that. Right, okay. So, technically we didn't activate the guy with the machine gun then, so we could do a fire order here, but I don't think I will. I've got 2 fire cards and a route card left, but the route card's got the sustained fire. So I think I'm going to end my turn there and just draw 2 more cards. So we get... now, hang on. Yeah, we've done all the op fire thing, but yeah, nothing's really working over there, like I say. Right, move with a crossfire action. And the 5th card is going to be another move, another crossfire action. So, plenty of stuff. Don't think they've not drawn many in the way of, what is it, the artillery cards and command confusion, have they? We've done pretty lucky with that. Right, I'm going to have one more German activation and wrap this up for the night, I think. Well, I know I've not done an awful lot, but that's the norm, really. Right, over at the Germans again. And we're going to draw a card. Again, they just need a 2 for the order to succeed. Right, we get a 6. That means nothing. It means it succeeds. And then the black dice is a 4. So that's going to be this. And that's going to be a recover. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll get rid of that suppression, I think. So, recover action. So that succeeds. But I think we can do that, because I think we can remove just the suppression. Recover. Where are you? Recover. When a recover order is announced, that player selects himself to be activated, provided he has at least 1 broken and or suppressed unit in play, and he's not been activated for a recover or right order previously in the same turn. The broken / suppressed units themselves are not activated. Right, okay. Recover procedure. First, the player, taking the recover order, removes all suppressed markers from his friendly units. Then he makes rally rolls for each friendly unit that was broken at the time of the order. Yeah, so we've no units that are broken. But what he can do is at least remove that. So that's good. So we get rid of the suppression. I'll do that over there. Right. Okay, so that was something at least. Right, so he's going to do his 2nd order. So again, he needs a 2. Gets a 2, but it's accompanied by a 1 again. So I was kind of hoping that was us. We were on the way to start doing things, but no, because the 1 is just going to be an artillery request. It did succeed. Moves on to there. This can't go any lower, and then that resets. We draw back up to 5 cards, and that's our turn over again. Okay, but I mean, the victory point totals just now are 0, so although I think that's going to change, because it looks like the Russians now, they can move in and take this. Now, that's not worth any, it's not got an individual objective, but every objective X is worth 2 victory points, so they will gain 2 by moving into there. So, well, that was a kind of quick turn. Can I have another shot? Well, we're either going to do this fire action that we were talking about, or do this move action. This might be safer. This might be the better one to do, because like I've said, he could 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's got a movement of 5, but he gained 1 going down the road, so 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could technically move into there. In fact, along with the leader. The leader would actually end up with 7 movement, wouldn't it? So they could both rush down there and take that objective if they got a move order. So I think that's probably more important to take that building. And maybe just... Well, I don't know if you can sit on it because the Germans are still going to be able to take both of these, but then what units are you using to do this with, Grant? I don't know. Maybe the hero could do it. Maybe he could just dash about taking these objectives. Possibly. Okay, so we've got a move or a crossfire. Right, so I'm going to move again. I'm going to play another move card. Yeah, let's try and have one more. Well, no, we can do a move and a fire though, can't we? Of course, because move over. Sorry, we can move here. Activate these to move. We can fire with these to move. To fire. Okay, so I'm going to do the move first. Well, I suppose it didn't matter as long as I do it this turn. And yeah, I'm just going to activate all these guys. And I'm going to move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move these both into the... should I be doing a bit more? I don't think so. I think just take this just now. It's a bit of a waste that machine gun going in there though, isn't it? I can maybe just keep them close together. Or I just leave them there maybe. Move that guy into the objective. No, but then I can't activate that because he's moved further ahead. Yeah. Well, we could move that into there, taking that objective, and then just move that in behind, I suppose. What is the real purpose of that, though, Grant? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to move them down into the woods, I think. So 1, 2, 3, and stop them there. Right, so we take that objective. So Russian control marker. And that's worth 2 victory points to the Russians. I'll just stretch up there for the Allies. 1, 2. So like I say, there's not an individual one for number 4, but there is the 2 points for each one of them. So they're winning again by 2. Or sorry, we're winning again by 2. I've got this habit of saying we, and it always seems to be the Germans. I don't know why that is. Okay, so and then my second order, I think I'm going to do this fire then. So I'm going to keep the ambush card, I think, and I'm going to do the fire action with the one with the concealment. Okay, and I'm going to activate Sergeant. What is it? Kovalev. And then we're going to and then you can't use the stained fire then. Well, does that give me any? If this is the main target, it gets 7 attack fire power 7, and then I get 1, 2, 3. So that'd be 10. If I do it with a medium machine gun, that's going to be 6. You can use the crossfire, that's 8. That's going to be 9, 10, 11. So it's going to be 1 more by doing it that way. So I think it's probably worth it. I mean, the sustain fire card, it's on a route card anyway. It's not, that's a card that and plus I'm going to draw back up more cards. Okay, so I'm going to do a fire action. We're going to use a medium machine gun. And, well, hang on. The bot's going to have the chance to react here anyway, right? Well, I think we need to declare everything, I think we need... So we're activating this, we're attacking with this. I'm going to play this crossfire as well. So there's a +2... no, crossfire. No, it's not that one. It's not a moving target. I'm going to play this sustained fire. I had +2 when firing a mortar machine gun. If the fire attack rolls as doubles, break it. So that's a risk there. So I'm going to play that though as well. And then we're going to have this attacking. This is going to be part of the fire group. So is this. So is this. They've all got range. And they've all got line of sight on that hex. So it's 6 +2 is 8. And then +1, +1, +1 because they're all fire group. Oh, hold on. Yeah, can he not join in as well? Oh, he's only got a range of 1. Well, that'll be a no then. Yeah, so 8, 9, 10, 11. So my fire power is going to be 11. But before I roll the dice, let's just double check here. So if we carry out a fire action, opponent plays a fire order. Again, the top 2 are just defenders. So it's a concealment 1. It's a 1 to 3. Right. So to succeed at the trigger, if you like, he needs to roll 2, and then he needs the black dice to be between a 1 and a 3. Well, that's perfect. So it's a 2 and a 3. So that means that it succeeds, and we're doing the concealment. So now we only need a 3. Sorry, you maybe can't see that. So up in the top right hand corner there, we only need a 3 or greater on the white, on this next white dice, to get an action, a concealment action. So I'll zoom out, we'll draw, and we need a 3 or greater. Yes, at last. Okay, so we do get an action triggered this time. So we get the concealment action, but just before we do, that means that this goes right back to there now. It's going to be a bit harder. Well, I say a bit harder. It's hard enough, I think, to get the actions. I think that's maybe part of what I'm feeling is not really working well for me here. Again, I'm not trying to knock it. I want the bot to do well. You know, that's the thing, and it's, well, you know what, we kind of recovered all right, like I say, but looked like a wee bit lucky through events. But maybe, I dare say this game, I'm not saying it's all luck based. I can see there's a lot of tactics and things that you could use here, but when it maybe comes to this, it's a bit random, isn't it? But it's how it has to be, I suppose. Right, so concealment, what does that do? I want to say that takes... Oh, hold on. There's one other thing we're going to do here. I think this is the first time we've had an action, and that's why we're keeping our hand size the way it is. So we're going to discard this card, and that treats like it's like an action. And I think I like that. I think, although it's not said in the rules, apparently Kevin on his playthrough spoke about the fact that I think James had thought that was a really good idea, and I think Kevin expected it to be written into the rules. What's probably happened is, I think James has then went on to spend his time doing the actual digital bot side of it, and maybe left this behind a little bit. But I dare say if there was a rules update to this, that might be added. Maybe not, but that's kind of what I was thinking. So concealment, yeah, I want to say it takes the cover away from the fire roll. Is that right? Something like that. Hold on. Concealment on page 15, A29. Concealment. Concealment may only be played just prior to the player making a defense roll. Okay, so we should actually see the attack roll first. We should have seen it first. I don't think it matters, but... So it says the effect. Determine the cover and the targeted hex and reduce the fire attack total by that amount. If the firing player is using spray fire, the cover of either one of the target text may be used. All cover modifiers, such as for roads or a mortar attacking units and foxholes, are taken into consideration before reducing. Yes, concealment is used after the targeted player knows the attack total. Maybe the firer only thought he saw gun flashes between those trees. Right, okay. The fact we're playing solo here, this doesn't really come into it so much, but you can see what it's saying. We wait and see what the attack... We would wait and see what the dice roll was. You know, if you're playing this as an opponent, as a not as a bot, then, you know, let's just say he draws a double one, you might say, well, I don't think I'll bother with my concealment. I'll keep hold of that card. You know, you can then play it then. But the bot's going to do it differently. So the cover value of the hex is 3, so that's going to take 3 off the firepower. It is 3, isn't it? Buildings is 3. Right. So back to the fire, it's 6 plus 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 plus this. Here we go. Right, it's 7, but we've got an event. So, but let me add up the totals. So it's 11 plus 7 is 18. However, it's going to get a minus 3 because of that situation. So that's 15. I was about to say 13 there. No, it's 15. So it's a 15 they're attacking with. Is that right? 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 7, 18 minus 3 because of this concealment, 15. Right. But we've got an event trigger first. So let's do the event. We get command and control. Gain 1 victory point for each objective you control. Oh, that's a good one. Well, that was timing wise, that was good because he just gained this, didn't he? So he's got 1, he's got that, he's got number 2 and number 4, that wasn't it? Yeah, we've got that and the other 2 are empty. So he's going to get 2 victory points for that. So I'll just stretch up there and give him another 2. So yeah, let's just double these leads up to 4 now. So that wasn't so good. Right, let's see if that concealment can help the Germans here then. So it's an attack roll of 15. And we've got a hero and a leader and a rifle squad. So right, I'm pretty sure he gives his 2 to this morale. He does not give his 2 to that morale. He's a hero, he's classed as a leader. These don't give their boost to other leaders, so I think he just act as the same. But remember, the hex has got a 3 value as well. Oh, I forgot, the fence. No, the fence doesn't do anything, does it? No, it doesn't. And that's just water, I'm assuming. Yeah. I just assumed that. Water barrier is impassable. It doesn't go line of sight. It's not applicable for cover. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we're going to do the squad first. So he's got a 7 plus 2 for the leaders, 9 plus 3. So he's got a 12. Yes, he only needs a 15. Well, he needs a 16. So let's draw a defense roll for him. With a 12 plus 5 is enough. 17. So he's good. Right, let's do the hero next. Now he gets his own 9 plus the 3 for cover, so he's got a 12 as well. In fact, they've all got 12s, haven't they? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, he's only just, yeah. 12 and 4, 16. Yeah, so he's fine. And then the actual leader, officer, whatever. What is it? Karstis. Has got 12 as well. Yeah, we're all quite low rolls, but that was fine. That's what we needed. And just thinking then, the concealment. If we took, just looking at these 3 cards, that was the first one. So let's say it was 18, and they were on 12. So he would have broke 12, 16. He would have broke 12, 7, they would have all been broken apart from that concealment. If that concealment hadn't been there. So that was quite timely, so it just shows you. Yeah, every one of them would have got broken there. That would have been devastating. So yeah, good attempt, but I mean they're going to have that fire next turn as well. So a fire total. Well, they'll probably not use the machine gun because they used the. Oh, and it wasn't. What did they roll? 8. Yeah, it was a double I needed to watch for, wasn't it? Hang on. No, that was an event. No, it was a 7 we rolled. Yeah, I'm just looking at that card because that's got the same sustained fire. But no, it was a 7 we rolled as an event for the attack roll, wasn't it? Which wasn't doubles, so that's fine. Yeah, but they are going to be able to make that attack a bit more, so. But, well, not so sure as much I can do about it. I mean, I can fire back at them. He's got a range of 4 actually, so 5, 6 is a fire group, but yeah. Into the woods, it's probably not going to be a great fire as well. Right, 56 minutes. I think that's going to be that. Yeah, well, in fact, everybody's been activated, so we're going to draw up to our hand size of 5. So we draw a recover card with spray fire. The spray fire targets an extra hex, adjacent hex when you're firing, I think, something like that. We've got a route with, well, there's sustained fire again, so we could use machine gun again to get an attack of 11. And we do have a fire card still in our hand. And a move order with another crossfire. I think we've got one of them already. Yeah, we do. Okay, so down to only 1 fire card now. We had 4, so we've used them up a bit. I feel like doing another German action, but nah, maybe I shouldn't. It is getting a bit late. It is quite good fun though. It is. I kind of thought it would be because I like games that use cards and they've got all that stuff in the card, and then you're drawing. Even when you're drawing just for some die rolls, there's all these triggers that can happen. It's good fun, and I knew I would enjoy that side of it. I'm just hoping the bot can hold its own. That's the thing. Now we've got to remember this time. It's the Germans' turn, but remember because they done an action last turn, they've only got 4 cards in their hand, and that was the point of it all. Whereas if I had only had the 2 cards in my hand right now and we had done that action, we'd only be sitting with 1 card left in our hand, which would mean we could only carry out 1 order, and that doesn't kind of seem right, really. So I think it's right to think about that way, and I think Kevin probably played it in the way that it's meant to be, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm going to call it a night now. And still got, yeah, it's over the weekend, so I've got 2-3 days still off work. This is Saturday night, so I'm not back till Wednesday. So I'm sure I'll have a bit more time to do that, a bit more. I don't want to start neglecting the game on the other table because that wasn't my... Well, it's never my intention to do that. It's sort of just move on to something else and forget about it. But that can happen, so I'm going to be careful that I don't do that. Because I do want to... I'm just not getting the support for that other game. And I know, I mean, I've only released part 1 of this video series up to now. So there's nothing to really talk about. It was just a setup. But I'm guessing that when I release the other few videos, then somebody's probably going to correct me on some things. And that in itself is what you want when you're trying to do these games and try to play them properly. But the other game across the other table, just not really been getting the support for it, which puts you off a bit, especially when I've got loads of questions. Loads of things that I'm not sure I'm doing right. There's a few things here that I'm not sure if I'm doing right, but I'm sure I'll be told. Right, I'll get away for now and be back tomorrow sometime. Okay, cheers.